Alright, what's going on to every single person out there from the east, west, north, and the south? Wherever it is you might be watching us from, you're welcome to Tea Time, the only program on this part of the world that brings you all the entertainment. We don't just entertain you, we entertain, we educate, and inform you at the same time. That is amazing stuff. And we will be the terminators of every kind of boredom in your life today. We are terminating it, we are bringing it to the end. My name is Miles, the eighth wonder of the world, and I never do this alone. I have my girl in the building, Black and Shine. Timber and Caliber, the girl with all the vibes, and inshallah.
Keep it coming.
Do you have money? Actually, the rich girl. The rich auntie vibe and all that and much more. Tonya is in the building. What's good, Tonya?
Yep, I'm here. Your mother's favorite daughter-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
In the building, right here.
Yeah.
Miles, the eighth wonder.
It says your mother's favorite daughter-in-law.
That's a period.
Okay, so how many people are you their daughter-in-laws?
That's the thing, you never know. But I'm the spec when it comes to mother-in-law.
Okay, yeah, the spec when it comes to mother-in-laws. All right, cool. The interesting thing about today, by the way, is the fact that we have a guest in the house. And this guest is just not going to be a guest. The guest is actually part of the show. He's going to be a host at the same time. His name, the first time I heard his name, I'm like, excuse me, sorry. Like, the first time I heard, sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Just like, Zoma. And the voice doesn't, Zoma. So who?
Give it up for...
Do you want to do that introduction?
Yeah, let me drop his name.
Drop the introduction.
Give it up for Nigeria's Afrobeat artist, songwriter, screenplay writer, come on, graphic,
designer.
See. His name is none other than Zomadu. Zomadu.
What's good, man? Isn't that Papa doing your introduction? Thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you so much for
How you doing today?
Man, I'm okay, man.
You are.
It's a good day.
You're so chill. Oh, I need to tap into your
It's not chilled in real life. Don't be fooled though. Don't forget all this gold hair, looking fresh kind of guy. Today is Trendy Tuesday, by the way, and you do look extremely trendy. I like the fact. I like the get up. You're looking.
See, I don't know when that's for. Look at black and white color. This is some energy. When you get this wine.
The universe is saying something. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with standing out.
Back to basics, black and white. See, everything should not be black and white in life. Like.
Tonya, I'll tell them to off your mic now, so I will not hear your voice again. I'm just joking. So today is Trendy Tuesday, and today we're talking about some really, really interesting trendy stuff, by the way. We'll be talking about your new project and what you stand for, and a whole bunch of everything. Now, today is also World Clean Your Refrigerator Day, 15th of November. World Clean Your Refrigerator Day. Go into your houses, all those expired food, all those things. Do you know we all have that thing? We have some things in our fridge that's been there for like since eternity, and we don't just touch it.
It's true.
Yes, today is that day where you go into your fridge or your freezer and get rid of everything that's been there since like eternity and throw them away and clean the refrigerator. So today is World Clean Your Refrigerator Day. Please do that refrigerator the honors and clean it.
That's like Saturday chore in my house.
Well, today has been assigned to it, so officially today. So when you get home,
have to take a break from their work and go home now.
Yeah, but we all close now. We all still go home. When we get home, we can all do that and just.
Some people have more than one refrigerators in their
and you clean if you have 10. I don't know what you're doing with more than 2. But I don't know unless you're
late
doing.
Night drink, late night.
What?
We have it in your bedroom.
Well, maybe you're a blood donor. You're just saying that's possible. Anyway, so there's this thing going on in the world right now. Not even in the world. Let's talk about Nigeria. Let's talk going on in Nigeria right now. They call it the Japa syndrome. I call it the Japa syndrome because everybody seems to be jackpying. Any small thing like this, like 80% of Nigerian youth now, almost, well, maybe not up to that, but they don't jackpot. Recently, we saw a huge influx of doctors, professional doctors, leaving the country to go to the United Kingdom and United States just to leave the country and all that. Everybody seems to be jackpotting. Before we talk to the people on the street, what is your jackpot story? Will you rather jackpot or will you stay here? Let's start with you, Zomadu.
Is that even a question?
Is that even a question? Like, man, I feel like I've thought of that jackpotting. You understand? But for some reasons, the kind of dream I'm pursuing cannot allow me to.
To jackpot?
Yeah.
So if I give you the opportunity, like right now, Zomadu, here you are, have this money with you, jackpot, what will you do?
I will not achieve jackpot, to be honest. I had the opportunity.
You won't jackpot?
Nah.
You had the opportunity.
I actually do have the opportunity. I can actually, if I want to tomorrow, I will.
Are you that patriotic?
It's not about being patriotic. It's about things that align with your goals. I'm not trying to go there to start doing the kind of job people do when they travel.
Right.
You know, I have a dream I'm pursuing here.
So you feel to thrive more in Nigeria?
Yeah, definitely. People come back home to pursue this dream. Why am I going outside again to come back again?
Like, kind of point. What about you, Tonya?
I would Japa.
No, say with your full chest.
I would see any opportunity I can get, you know, even though I might plan on coming back,
right.
May, emphasis on May, I will Japa because there's a lot of things that's just mentally draining, confusing. In fact, you feel like there's no hope, frustration and all, and I feel I need a break from Nigeria. So I will Japa.
No. A break means you're going on holidays. I'm talking about, by Japa, I mean you are leaving for good. A break is holiday.
Like cutting off,
not cutting off, but at least for the next 20 years, you don't have business with here.
That's my plan. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I say I may. The coming back is on you know, probability. So yeah, I will Japan. I will.
Okay, that's fair enough. Now,
what about you? You know, tell
wait,
us.
now it's not me that asked the question.
So you need to tell us.
We need to know.
Wait, it's not me that asked the question first. Wait first, I'll say my own,
like
but not yet.
Like as if your body is just here, but your mind is.
Yeah, I just got back from the United States, USA. United States of Ajegunle. Now. So that's why I'm dressed this way. Anyway, so we took it upon ourselves to go ask some people on the streets of Lagos and like, you know what, guys, what do you think about this whole Japa syndrome? Would you Japa if you have the money? Do you think Japa is the next thing? Are you for it or against it? Japa, that's the topic right now. Now, if you are out there and you think Japa is the way forward, please do call us and be part of this conversation by calling on 09098 408 408 09098 408 408 and let us know. Will you Japa? If you have the opportunity to Japa like right now, will you Japa or will you stay? Yes. Now, let's see what people on the streets of Lagos had to say about the Japa syndrome.
Everybody will Japa.
Let's wait and see. Let's see this. We'll be right back.
We love our country. That's why we're here today. If not, maybe I would have been somewhere else, trust me. But still, I don't judge people. All I can say is let's not give up on our country. Nigeria is our home. You can't throw away your home, so let's try and better our home.
Everything is getting expensive. Where are we heading to in Nigeria? I don't understand. You government, you can help, but you people cannot help. Serious, you cannot help. End of the day, you say we vote, nothing. Things are still getting expensive.
There are Nigerians doing great things out there. The situation in here is very tough, I must say. For those of us who are still hanging on, I want to wish us the very best. We're trying to make the best out of the situation. But for those who have left and those who are planning to leave, all the best. All the best. Just please stay on the side of law out there.
Japa syndrome, that is the most embarrassing thing that any African of my generation can talk about. Savedi, it means you don't know yourself. It means you don't know who you are. It means you don't have an identity. It means you don't know who you are as an African. At this particular point in time, you are thinking of traveling to go and sell yourself by yourself. Haba. Back in the days, they used to force us to go over there. Then now, you now say you want to go over there happily. You think say now pose. No, slavery mentality.
It's not where you go that makes you successful. It's who you carry. All right? And we know who we carry. So we know that whatever happens, it is well with our brethren who have gone. It is well with us who are in this place. But it is well.
The present situation of the country is not friendly. Economically, financially, even though insecurity, economic situation, no work, bad road, no infrastructure, nothing, bad educational system. So all those are enough for you to run away from the country.
All those who are Japa, they're not even up to 2 million. So there's no Japa syndrome anywhere. For you to Japa, you must be a millionaire. How many Nigerians are millionaires that have millions in their account? So to me, it's like that. It happens every time.
If you want to leave. We can always come back some other time or whatever the case may be. But I think Nigeria tends to put people's lives on hold a lot.
The system is failing. It has failed the youth. It has failed us. So if anybody wants to leave, if you can leave, if it's what you want to do, I'm not going to condemn you for doing that. If you want to stay and salvage what we're having here, I'm not going to force you for doing that. So I feel everybody owns that right, that choice to decide what they want to do. But if you want to Japa, like you say, man, I won't blame you because the system has really failed us.
I wish everybody well. If you can you ja. If you can stay, you stay and pray for the country, Nigeria, to be better than what we are facing now.
You can't stop people that want to live a better life. Definitely, if you see greener pastures, you go. Do you think that if I have enough money to leave this country, I'll stay here? That's crazy. I won't. I should go and work somewhere. How much am I earning in Nigeria?
If you have a better look, let me tell you. When you go, you can work and send money to better the country here. If you have your point to Japa, please Japa.
All right, there you have it. If you have, the last person said, if you have the opportunity to Japa, you're most welcome back to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. And we are live and we're talking about the Japa syndrome. You can be part of the conversation by calling on 09098 408 408 and let us know the Japa syndrome. Will you be one of those people who want to leave this country and Japa, or will you remain here and be a patriotic Nigerian? Like, let's slug it out together. Let me first start from you, Zamadu.
I mean, see, the honest truth is, if you have the opportunity of living and you know there is goals for you there to pursue, please go.
By all means,
By all means, go. Because the truth is, a lot of people that left thrive more. Like, they become better there. To be honest, and you see, that's the time. I have friends that I talk to, and they be like, almost sometimes it gets lonely here. I would like to come back. And when they come back, there's nothing here. Home no longer feels like home again. They want to go back again. You understand? So it's just more like you travel to the future and you're coming back again to the past.
Wait, he will. So, are you saying Nigeria is the past now?
I'm not biting my mouth now. It's real.
That is what it is. Nigeria is the past. Okay, so fellow Nigerians, Zomado here feels we are living. You guys are living in the past. So, and you see him just attack him.
No, that's not how I say it. I did not say really, but I'm talking about the development system. I'm talking about the infrastructure.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people in the country, because a lot of people here are making progressive moves.
I want to be sure. I want to be sure I say the same thing. Sonia, what about you?
I feel like, from what most of these Nigerians were saying, it's not just the idea of going there to make money. The desire to go there, your peace of mind, you're sure of the security where you're going to, you're sure of the availability of some normal things that you should be entitled to as a human being, like your well-being, lights, water, like normal amenities
that small like food.
Wait, did you just say that? So you are leaving this country to go to the abroad, and you think there's no light and water there? I don't understand.
No, I'm saying here you don't have access to things like that, because I will be like, how can a country like Nigeria not be able to have 24/7 electricity? Like, it doesn't make sense, and it's very frustrating, because all man was saying, if you want to stay here, stay here and be praying. People have been praying for ages, for decades, and lots of things are still the same way they've been then. I've not lived for that much of time in Nigeria yet, so I can't really say that. No, I'm not up to 30, or there's a certain age you know that, okay, back then things were better. So I don't know what they enjoyed then that, I'm missing out on here. But then there's no reason to stay, except you just have like a strong faith in God that God is going to, do something. Anyway, please, next year, let's come out and vote. Please, PVC, and let's do something, even though we're not voting for...
My 2 cents on this is the fact that I think a huge population, the majority of the people Japa are the youths, if you check it properly. I'm talking about, by youths, I'm talking about between the ages of 22 to maybe mid-40s. Right, now, because all the people, when we did a survey, when we went on the street to ask people, majority of the adults were saying, what are they going to do? Oh, it's okay here, they're fine.
Like starting life again.
Do you understand? Like, why would I want to leave the country and go out there to go and start my life and start hustling and go and do the kind of menial jobs I do there? That I would rather stay here. Now, like you said, if things were working the way they should be working in this country, definitely, why are we Japa? We could just go for holidays and come back.
From the point of education, because most people that live through education. Okay, the students.
No, I think education is just a cover face. That's just
a
way to Japa.
That's not the main intention, but it's the means to end.
You see the strike that lasted up to 8 months, and there's still news going on circulating. I don't know if it's a rumor or anything. That might still go on indefinite strike again.
Yeah, they're going on 2 days, something. Do
you understand? Is that enough reason for you to leave? At least get this education. If you don't want to come back,
all right, so I would say this to everyone who's thinking or planning on Japaing. Now, there's nothing wrong with Japaing. It's your thing, it's your money, it's your time, right? But before you do that, do your research about whatever country you are going to? What am I going there to do? Am I just going there to clean toilets? Am I going there to wash plates, to wash dishes? Or am I going to just am I going there to better myself? So do your research. Don't get there and start crying foul to us. Nigerians are suffering. We didn't send you a message to Japa in the first place. We that we are here, you think we don't have blame? Like we don't want to Japa. Like I'm just saying, because a lot of people go there and they complain. They start complaining like, oh, this is like, didn't you do your research? Didn't you do your proper research before Japa into another country? So yeah, that's my two cents on it. If you want to go, but go with your right sense. And if you want to remain here, which I think a lot of us are still here, let's remain and make it happen, right? You can go for holidays, make a little money there, come back here, build something here, and
how many Nigerians even travel for holidays?
No, people do. Well,
that would be, you know.
Yeah, I go abroad for holidays. Cotonou is just here. I go a lot. Benin Republic is just like.
Oh man.
it's abroad, okay? It's outside the country. I don't care. It's abroad. Anyway, talking about Japa now. Now, Nigerian music has really moved from where it was to where it is right now. It has grown immensely, right? And our songs are breaking barriers all over the world. Now that brings me to you, Zamadu, as an artist, right? What is your direction? What do you think you are bringing to the table that isn't already there? Let's start with that.
Man, I don't think there's anything anybody's bringing that is not there already. The only thing is that you're just contributing your own part to what is already existing, you understand?
Right.
And again, you know, we try as much, you know, this period, people are trying to like focus on a kind of sound, you know, like doing the same kind of thing over and over. So, and if you check the people that we were listening to their music back then that we are trending in Nigeria, the Americans, they have different genres like everybody plays, and there's room for every one of these genres to like thrive, you understand? So maybe we can actually say in this country, okay, you are doing juju music, you are doing Afrobeat with the S, you are doing high life like the, you know, whatever it is you are doing, there's a room for you, and there's your own fans. Nobody should like box you to that place of you must be Afrobeat with the S. You understand? Let everybody be expressive as they can and do what they.
Speaking of Afrobeat, what genre of music do you do? How will you fuse your kind of music?
It's been really difficult for me. Even before coming, I was thinking about it. So like, I feel like I'm like a doctor here. I'm in a lab, you know, experimenting things. You know, I just sample so many sounds. I don't have like a particular kind of music you can say I'm doing, but everything is covered under the umbrella of Afrobeat with the S, you understand? So,
but how do you see the new sound now, like the whole, especially the Gen Z that is now the Rema?
I think these guys are incredible. I'll be honest with you, like these boys are incredible. Everybody's killing it in this game right now. And the thing is becoming more challenging for you to actually come out here.
Competitive.
Yeah,
too.
there's competition now. It's no longer when you just come and be like, and you people just want to dance. Now, people listen to what you are saying. Even if you want to blow via TikTok, it's about what you are saying, how you push them, how you make them feel. That's what they react to. So
going into your profile, I noticed, or I've seen a lot of your works as not as a musician now, as a graphic designer, as a script writer, as a songwriter, like as a graphic designer and what do I put them as a content creator? Because I know you're also into that. Like, how are you merging this? Don't you think? Let me just stick to one, JJ. If it's this one I want to be doing, let me do it. Or if it's music I want to be doing, let me do it. Because it's a lot. Because I know you do have a 9 to 5 where you work and do your thing. So how are you merging this?
I mean, the thing first of all is that when I moved to this town, I came to pursue music, you understand?
Wait, you moved to where?
I moved to Lagos.
From where?
From Co City.
We'll talk about that one later. We'll talk about that later, but let's continue.
When I came here, I actually came to pursue music, but coming, I just know that let me get me, you understand? So if I really have to do this, I need a skill that can actually help me pay for studio time. Like there's a lot of spending in this process. So that's how I learned how to do graphics. And so everything is actually, when you look at it, everything is connected. You are doing the graphics, you are meeting people here, you are having opportunities. You can from graphics, I met a lot of people that introduced me to producers. Wow. And that's where I started recording, and we have like a relationship now. So we are here on the live TV, right? Still doing 9 to 5. You understand? So
crazy.
Everything is connected.
The Ox2 is real.
My brother, he is real, man.
Let's talk about somebody who's also into your line. Well, who was into your line of business, but she is not doing the Ox2 right now, and she's not doing graphic design, but she's becoming a prophet.
Prophetess.
Yeah. Now let's just go to our very first story for today, and this one is quite interesting. Now, dancehall singer Cynthia Morgan has taken to her Insta story to share some prophecies she claimed she got from God about Wizkid, Funke Akindele, Jandor, and Popcorn. In the post, which came with the headline November Prophecies, Cynthia Morgan said Funke Akindele should pray against bankruptcy. She urged Wizkid to pray for his mental health while also telling People's Democratic Party's governorship candidate Abdulaziz Olajide Adeniro, aka Jandor, to pick a side ahead of the election or step down. Cynthia Morgan also said Jamaican singer Popcorn should pray against sudden death. The dancehall singer, who noted that she doesn't have a personal relationship with those at the center of her prophecy, said the message should get to them as she has been holding them back since early November. Now, Cynthia Morgan, my people, like, I think, for me, I think Cynthia Morgan is still, I will still say this, is one of the most talented female artists I have heard to come out of Nigeria. I am not joking. In recent times. Like, Cynthia has it. Nobody is doing Cynthia's sound. If you check it, no female is doing what she does. That's all. No female is doing that right now. At some point in years before, we had Nyore. There was a chick called Nyore. She tried to do something like that, but Cynthia held her ground and she was doing well. So all of a sudden, from the time she left Northside Music, that's the record label owned by Judo Koye of the P Square. By the time she left Northside Music with all that drama, she just went down the drain musically. I'm not saying she's then this. Even recently, she took a jab at the Ote Dollars, right? I think. Was it? DJ Copy. Copy's dad.
I think she said something about DJ Copy's dad.
Turning her father into a captain. Captain. Like, that was so, like, I'm like, what is wrong with her? What is your take on this? Let me start with you. Because
this is undiluted German juice that she's serving us here. And the fact that she actually put it out there, although she said she has been holding it since
early November.
I feel we should not take these things lightly, you know. We don't know how much of a fact there is to her source of these prophecies or whatnot. So I think those people concerned, Machala especially, please, Machala, listen to what she said and just, you know, they should just take precaution and all that, because, you know, when it comes to trying times like this, we need to look at the alarming rate of death recently. Like, it's just shocking, the fact that there's been a very, very increased rate in...
do you mind if I cut you short just a bit? We have a caller.
Oh, lovely.
All right, hello caller. We have Tempo from Oka. Tempo, how are you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning, Tempo. How that side now? We do. Okay, Zomadu's here. Yes.
Man, I'm all right, brother. Brother.
He can hear you.
I can hear you very well, bro.
He can hear you clearly. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Say what you have to say.
Go ahead, man. I can hear you very well, brother.
I just revive your song like this.
Hey,
I appreciate you, brother.
I hear you.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right. Like, the network will be crazy sometimes. Thank you so much for calling. There's just a vibe to your song. 09098 408 408. That's the numbers to be part of the show. 09098 408 408. You could call in and be part of what we're talking about, or you could talk to this correct man that came to the Lagos to come and collect all the money. So, back to the chain of thought of what you're talking about.
Yeah. I was just pointing out how much of deaths we've been hearing of recently, not just in Nigeria, worldwide too. So I feel this is a very, very delicate time to just disregard what Cynthia Morgan is saying. So I think these people involved should actually try to just take precautionary measures to, you know, avoid situations like these things that she stated about the prophecies and all, and just, you know, try and stay safe.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I believe that God can speak through anybody.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and I've had first-hand experience with something like that. So when these things come up, I don't say disregard the person or for clout or anything. I mean, she's not asking you for money. She's just saying words, you know, she says God gave her. So why not pray if that's what it takes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well,
I don't agree.
I don't agree with that. Like, that, you don't have to agree with me anyway. I just feel, Cynthia Morgan is not a by the way name in the industry, right? If Cynthia Morgan sends a message to any of these people, a personal direct message to any of these people, they will respond to her like, oh, I got this, I heard this about you, blah, 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 blah. This is the revelation I got. You don't have to come out and make yourself a prophet or prophetess all of a sudden. Now, social media has given everybody the power to be silly and stupid. I'm not saying she's stupid, I'm just saying silly and just say whatever it is they want to say. But before I continue with that, I think we have an Arinze on the line. Arinze, what's going on? Good morning, Arinze.
Hello.
Good morning.
Arinze, my guy, where are you calling from?
Yo, DM.
Where are you calling from? Arinze.
Lagos.
What part of Lagos?
From Lekki.
Lekki people. Lekki Okbo.
Island boys.
So do you want to be part of what? Do you want to contribute?
Yeah, what do you have for us?
Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Honestly, after I so much.
Okay, that's you.
Oh.
Yeah, I do a lot of. I don't want to get off, bro. So,
all right. Thank you very much. We can barely hear you, but we get the fact that you're appreciating Zomado and you're appreciating us. I think they say you fine small.
Normal level. No.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arinze.
If you're trying to call through, you're trying to get through, and it's a bit difficult. It can be like that sometimes. So do not be weary. Keep trying.
Calling.
Get 09098408408. That's the number to call. Like I was saying, so reach out to these people directly, and yeah, don't take lightly things like this. Everybody seems to be a pastor.
Sometimes people don't really know the best way to put out their message.
Do you understand?
So, however she put it out, the message has passed.
If it was a non-ordinary, regular, everyday person now, maybe. But it's Cynthia, you can just tell them directly, and they will listen to you.
Well, are you sure, whichever means she might have, reached out to these people directly?
Right.
How are we sure that those people will be able to respond or get it immediately at the right time? Putting it
will.
out here now, their fans,
everything
will just ask them
now.
at it or like
everything is
refer
online
it.
now. Once you drop something right now, it's there. If you are a public figure and you say something, it's news immediately.
That's
so
what I'm saying, but not in their private DMs. How would the fans get access to it to like maybe refer them or ask them under that or sometimes what they said about you?
Sometimes
like just to make them get access to it.
Spread faster. It gets
than
faster.
privately.
Because these people are people that actually take their calls, people that check their messages and know the message to give them, because not every message you can read as a very busy man.
Okay, there's a message I want to talk about a former Big Brother Naija housemate who has a message, and it's for people like you. This particular message is for people like you. Now, former Big Brother Naija housemate Uriel Oputa has said she's now attracted to older men because guys in their 30s are showing women pepe, like serious pepe. It's funny, she said, it's funny I never used to be attracted to older single guys, but now the guys my age range, 30s, are showing us pepe back to back. She wrote on her Instagram story, she said that she wrote that on her Instagram story. Now the actor who earlier hinted at relationship goals further said, let me go and ask my aunties if their classmates are single. Every day pepe, my guys, cool down, no. People like Zomado.
Bro, I think first of all, you don't have to be that position. Yeah. What's your experience? I mean,
why are you showing all this fine? Look at all that beauty. Why are you showing all these fine ladies?
Man,
Pepe.
It's not me, bro. They said men in their 30s. They did not say all men in their 30s. Yeah, it's not me. Wow. But I don't know, is that the same experience with you, with men in their 30s?
Right. So Tony, so you're kind of the men. What age range work better around you? Is it the younger ones or the older ones?
That's making me to now rate my spec into their age. I don't think age is that much of a factor to determine who can show pepe and who cannot show pepe. There are some people in their mid-20s, late 20s that are actually showing us pepe.
Sure.
Atarodo, very, very on daily. So it's not just men in their 30s, but I think it's just from her own personal experience. And I think it's very, very realistic to see how much of life you thought would be not being how you assumed it. I mean, I wouldn't be expecting myself in my 30s to still be looking for a husband, but I don't know how it would be then, because back then I used to have a diary where I've already written what I'm going to be doing at 23, married, so have my first child. For 27, I've already done with giving birth and all that. So
how is that going?
We're still moving. So looking at Uriel's you know, expression here of how things are going for her and men. I mean, people have always seen her as the type that has been interested in just nailing down a relationship. Like when she goes on her live on Instagram, she's always like having co-hosts with males, you know, talking about relationship. They just try to just get to know each other, and we know that she's really, really interested in settling down with someone. But you know, she had been receiving Pepe back to back, and it's sad. It's sad.
I don't know how this might sound, but I feel like, you know, at the age, a lot of people started going hard on their dreams from the late 20s to early 30s. You understand? At this point in your life, you are trying to like meet up. And it's so difficult for someone like that to actually give you the kind of love and attention you seek.
Come, I can give you my love.
Sometimes you find yourself ready to be in love. As a lady, ready to give this guy love. Deep down, he wants to love you back, but he can't call you the way you want. He can't really do the things he's supposed to do.
How do you know? Are you a lady? How do you know this? Are you saying as a lady? Why are you speaking for them? Deep down, you want to. No, you just sounded like you are speaking for them.
I have female friends too now. I have female friends that also complain to me. Go on. Sorry. Do you understand? And I think the guy is like in it. That time you've actually seen a lot of things on social media, how nobody values you if you don't have money and all of that. And you don't want to be the bad example too. You understand? You really want to make something for yourself. And when you're pursuing these things, somehow you kind of don't pay attention to things that are very important, like love. You know? So
I just feel the dating society or the dating pool in the world, not just Nigeria right now, is really funny. Like everybody is just scared or
to commit, and
everybody just like not even the commitment. Even like no, this girl in a bad girl, this guy in a bad guy. Everybody's just guarded. Let me put it that way. Everybody's just watching out for his or herself. Like if I go all in, because she might do this. If I go all in, he might.
Because everybody have had experience. Yeah, everybody don't chop breakfast once. Like
all the meals now. I don't chop breakfast, lunch, supper, then dinner. I don't chop everything together.
I feel like, you know, it's not even about breakfast, because if it's about breakfast, you can't close your heart to love. You never know. Sometimes you have bad experience, so to appreciate the good one when it comes.
Okay. Talking about breakfast, we're going for a music break, right? And this particular music break is coming. This particular one is coming from my guy right here. When we come back, we'll talk about the video. We'll talk about the song. We'll talk about how it came about and why you're also talking about babes inside it.